Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to our review. Today's video, we're here for Oshi uncuts Season 3, Episode 10. Next week is supposedly an hour-long finale, which is fucking crazy. Hour-long finale, and then we head into the final season, and I don't know, we begin to see whether the show is gonna taper off, or what the hell is gonna happen. We'll find out, but I will be here for the ride nonetheless, no matter if it turns into a shit show or not. I will be here. So, anyway, last episode, a private audition between Frill, Ruby, and Akane has been set up. We shall see how that goes. I feel like Ruby is probably going to be the one to win in the end, and also some people pointed out that, like, Aqua being the villain thing doesn't mean he's going to play Hikaru. He could just play the deranged killer that killed Ai. And I think that possible, I suppose. I don't know. We'll see. Because if this is the 15-year lie, we're writing about Ai's life, a documentary. I feel like and if it's to further Aqua's objective, I feel like Hikaru would have to be implicated in some way. I don't know. We'll see as we continue. We also saw Gotanda, apparently Ai gave him CDs to give to Aqua and Ruby, and they are apparently very different. Gotanda came to some big conclusion about what the CDs were, and so I'm very curious, because he seems to believe it's a big driving factor for Aqua, but Ruby seemed to cherish hers as though Ai had just given her like a heartfelt CD or something like that for her 15th birthday. I'm very curious what she gave to Aqua, because Gotanda seemed to believe it was something important. So, a lot of stuff going on. Let's see where we go in this episode. Per usual, feel free to check out the Patreon and Discord. Links are in the description below. As far as the Discord goes, we talk about current anime, past anime, current manga, past manga, and have non-anime conversations as well. And as far as the Patreon goes, you get exclusives and uncuts to all my reactions. So, feel free to check out either of those over your own will. Now, I'll further up straight into Oshi uncuts Season 3, Episode 10. Oh yeah, Aqua also ran into the crow god lady thing. I still don't know what to call her, the crow lady. He ran into her at the gravesite. We didn't get to see what they said or anything like that, but he did run into her. North Exit Shopping Arcade, Hula Dance Club, Private Audition, Sunflower R&R, Yasuoka. I think we saw these last episode. Yep, it was Ruby's turn. We shall see. But she's literally playing her mother. Must be, yeah. We saw Akane getting her detective brain working. Yep, and this was the big crux of the end of last episode. Ruby has to confront her own hypocritical nature that has been shown throughout this season. Maybe not hypocritical nature, but the hypocritical actions she has been taking throughout this season. She proclaims, and is proclaimed in recent episodes, to despise and hate liars, and yet that's all she's done this entire season, is lie and lie and lie her way up to the top to get to their father. So, which is it? You can't claim to hate something and do it at the same time. That's called being a hypocrite. What makes a lie? What makes a liar? Does acting count as lying? Wow, someone even pointed out in the comments that it was after this scene that Aqua pointed out that Ruby might have talent as an actress, and that's getting brought up here, where they acted in front of Miyako. Acting all the time. And that was, you know, when talking about the meaning of the eyes, the star eyes and things like that, and, you know, it's very convoluted and messy at times and things like that. A lot of us, or at least one of my theories was, I can't remember if somebody else said it or if I said it. It's possible somebody else in the Discord said it, but a theory that was being tossed around was, you know, both Aqua and Ruby started with an eye because they're already playing a character. They're already playing a different person. They're both reincarnates. And so from the very beginning, they were acting all along. And one of the possibilities for what the star eyes can mean is when someone is lying or acting. Cheerful, innocent, and genuine idol who has overcome her mother's death. Damn, very, very gorgeous visual there. Playing the role of Sarina Tendoji, who didn't visit her parents for being too busy to visit her at the hospital. The first time we're seeing her parents, I think so. A brave yet pitiful girl. Jesus. Every time they bring up Sarina's past, it always makes me so sad. Ugh. I knew that was the only way I could survive. Yes! The 15-year lie thing is quite literally about that. You could presume it might dive into topics about that. Maybe, I don't know. We still don't really know the crux of this play outside of it being about Ai's death. And the 15-year lie is still such an interesting title, but we know that she sat down in front of Gotanda and he recorded the real her for their documentary that never got released. Oh, Jesus Christ. I hate it all. It sucks. I mean, she very much was a liar. That was the entire crux of Ai's character. She believed lies were love. That was the entire crux of her character. And when it came down to it on her deathbed, she was dying. She finally squeaked out words that she had wanted to say all along, that she loved them, but she didn't want to say it, and it come out a lie. And in the end, she said it, and it wasn't. Her whole life she spent lying and things like that, and as what she believed to be a form of love, and then in her very last moment she didn't. Oh my god. Oh, I just got major fucking chills. I still have nightmares about the day Mom died. Dude, this whole season has been so depressing. Jesus Christ. This entire Oshi no Ko season has been nothing but depression. We had Khan as like one triumphant moment, and it's just been all depression outside of that. Oh god, why is Sensei dead too? Yeah, that's something as well. I haven't thought about that in a minute, that she fucking saw the doctor who was taking care of her is dead as well. Whoa! Holy shit! Ruby, I'm sorry to tell you, I don't think you're really fooling anybody here. Well, you might fool them. You're not fooling me. Come on now. She was there. It's so interesting. She was brought to the topic of lies. What do lies mean to you? And it was nothing but pain and irritating. I can't stand it. I hate it all. It sucks. And that's what she was thinking when she thought of lies and such. And yeah, I don't think any of this was lies. She just quickly was like, just kidding. Gotten over it all, okay. Lying ass. The entire crux of why you started using lies to rise in the industry was so you could kill the person who killed your mother and Goto. That's your whole purpose for being the way you are now. No, you're not over it. Intense? Because it was real. Ruby's sweating over there. Oh god, because we know that Akane can literally play Ai. I'm waiting for those star eyes to show up. Here they come. Yep, there you go. Oh, Jesus. Entire tone and just everything changed. You're the biggest liar here. Oh my god, is she gonna point out what the play is clearly about? To take me the second choice out of the running. Kakane, you're way too good of a detective. Oh shit! Yeah, I mean, she's using her knowledge of what Aqua's plan is, and she's like, what would a movie that Aqua's being involved in, that Ruby might get involved in, given what Aqua plans to do to their father? I wonder what kind of conclusion that could lead me to, and yeah. Yeah, this is not many other conclusions to come to with all the knowledge she has at this point. Consequences mean nothing to him anymore. No, it's not. Jesus! I've never in my life seen one with so much malice exuding from every page. Oh, is it finally? Are the tracks finally? The train's fine. Hold on. The train's finally moving on the tracks in Ruby's head? Or the tracks are being placed for the train to move in Ruby's head? What is the analogy? What am I trying to think of? I don't know. Whatever. I bet Ruby had thought that he had left that in the past and forgotten about it because he hadn't done anything for so long, which is why she took action in the first place. At the end of season 2, she was saying, Aqua, hurry up and find our father so we can kill him. And then 6 months flew by and he did nothing. So she probably assumed, I mean, I've talked about this earlier this season, she probably assumed he's not going to do anything anymore for whatever reason. I'm going to do it. That part's up to how Ai's actor plays the role. Who can best portray Ai-san as well? Yeah, Ruby and Aqua were the only two people there the day she died in their arms. Well, in Aqua's arms. Jesus. Now Ruby is also dead set on this revenge thing as well. Her and Aqua gonna be working together now that she's got the crux of the fact that this movie is for revenge. Like I said, I really think the only way that we get, like, it's just every episode continues to dive deeper and deeper and deeper into a pit that I feel like we aren't going to be able to get out of. I keep saying every episode, maybe Kana can help, maybe Ruby can help, but now Ruby's getting roped into it, and it just feels like we're digging that hole deeper and deeper and deeper every single passing episode, and I just don't know if I see a happy conclusion in sight. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know what kind of intervention would be needed. It feels like this play is the big crux, the big finale, and whatever happens throughout this play and after will determine everything. And the setup to the play is already just filled with non-stop negative things. I just don't know if I see this story reaching any kind of positive conclusion, and I don't think I like that. It feels like if you're going to show the dark sides of the industry and make your series about the dark sides of the industry, having an ending where none of the dark sides are combated in any good way and your main characters just fall into a depravity revenge cycle of losing themselves and everything in the process. Is that good? I don't think that's good storytelling at all. You're just presenting bad things about one thing and tacking on more bad things to it. And granted, I don't know where this story is going, but I'm just going off the context that things continue. Like I said, we're just digging the hole further and further every passing episode. And with every passing episode, the light at the fucking end of the tunnel continues to get dimmer and dimmer, it feels like. I don't know. I don't know where this is going. But I just don't think a tragic conclusion where things don't end well, the revenge goes through, we're in jail, or I just nothing about that screams there could be a positive ending, and I don't know, I don't like the message of that. I don't think that's a good way to write. But I don't know, maybe they could write a good tragedy here if things go badly. I don't know. I just feel like it's so much easier to just write something negative happening and just be like, all right, whatever, and then it just ends up being shit, than it would be to actually have a good outcome that makes sense. And like, I normally, because I've read Kaguya, I would sit here and I would have faith in Aka for whatever Akasaka, for whatever ending we are heading towards, to be good, whether it's a tragedy, whether it ends up a happy ending, whether it ends up sad, whatever it may be. I would trust Akasaka because I've read the Kaguya manga and I love that manga and its ending. But I've only heard mid or negative things about the ending of Oshi no Ko, and as we continue digging that hole further and further, I just worry about the direction that we're headed more and more. I'm along for the ride no matter what. I'm not dropping this show. I'm going to finish it all the way through. But I just don't particularly like the direction we are continuing to head. It just feels like any chance for a revelation or a positive outcome keeps getting slimmer. But who knows? I don't know. Maybe the manga people are wrong and the ending is actually goated and really good. I don't fucking know. The biggest reason that I cling on to the idea that I'm not going to like where things are headed, and like I said, with people saying it's bad to me would be just keep, like I talked about earlier, I've been ranting for a minute now, so I apologize, but a bad ending to me. And with manga readers saying they don't like the ending, in my head, that means we're just going to continue on this path of revenge, negativity, and all the above, and that's where it's going to end, and nothing good is going to happen. That, to me, would be a bad ending, and if people are saying it's bad, that's where my mind goes that the story is headed. And so far this season, that has been proven true. It's been 95% just negative. I'm going to use the metaphor again for the billionth time. We're just digging the hole further and further. Aqua had his respite, and he's now back. He had his little bit of clarity and happiness, and that's fucking gone. Ruby is continuing down this path and now has even committed to playing Ai's role here now that she knows it's about revenge. And yeah, I don't know. I just I feel like I was going somewhere with that, but I lost what I was trying to say. I guess at the end of the day, we will see. I'm along for the ride no matter what, and I think I was just saying along the lines of like, normally I'd have had faith in Akasaka, but everybody hates it. Oh, there was one thing I wanted to add, and not everybody hates it. Some people say it's mid, and a lot of people dislike it. I don't think I've heard one person say it's good, though. The biggest reason that I am pretty pessimistic about the direction of this series, and as the episodes progress in season 3, I'm enjoying it, don't get me wrong, but my mind keeps going to more pessimistic places because it feels like that's the direction we're headed, to a sad ending. or something like that. And the biggest reason is because we have a literal professional author in the Discord server who is he's a OG on my channel. He was in some of my very first streams ever when I had like less than 1,000 subs. I don't say his actual name because I don't know if he wants that. I'm pretty sure he has a pen name for his story that he's writing, but you can join the server and you can speak to him there if you want. He has a genuine professional light novel being written. It has professional art done, professionally edited, professionally written by him, and it gets raving reviews all over the place on many sites that he has it posted to. He's about to start selling physical copies on Amazon, as far as I understand. Like, this is a professional author, very professional, very well esteemed author, and he wrote like an essay worth on how much he absolutely despised the ending of Oshi no Ko, and how it was a genuine spit in the face to Aka Akasaka's readers from him. I'm not kidding, those are his words, not mine. I haven't read why he hates it as much as he does. I just know he wrote like a full essay on why he hates it as much as he does. And this is coming from a professional author who self-proclaimed he loved Aka Akasaka. He said Aka Akasaka was a huge inspiration for him in writing, and now he absolutely despises him as an author for how he treated this series. I don't think I've said that in a video before. That is the biggest reason I'm so pessimistic on this series and where its outcome is going to be, no matter what anybody says to me, because I really trust his word. I haven't fully read his story, but I've read blurbs and things like that, and I've read reviews for it, and people love it. And so I really lean towards trusting his word as a consumer of literature, as a writer of literature, and in his knowledge on literature themes and writing and tone and whatever it may be. I really trust his word on those kinds of things. When the series is continuing to head in a darker and darker and darker and darker and darker path, and in my mind, a bad ending would be just continuing down this path with no intervention or nothing happening to stop the progression of it, because I don't feel like that's good writing. I don't feel like that sets that's telling a good story with its themes or anything like that. I don't think you accomplish anything from a story writing perspective by doing that. And so that's where my brain goes, and so far this season has continued to back up my worries of where this story could go, that in my mind would be a bad ending, if that makes sense. I know I've done a ton of rambling here that's all over the place, but I think that ending bit there is really concise on my thoughts of where this story could be headed. Like Ruby getting involved in it now, wanting to play it feels like she also wants this revenge, and she wants to do it, and I don't know. Like I said, I could be wrong, but the course of this season has not shown me otherwise so far. But we'll see. We still got a lot left to go in this episode, and there is an hour-long season finale next week. And we still have the rest of the series after that to go. I don't know if there's enough to cover another season, if they'll do it in a movie, like a half season. I have no idea. Oh god! And now, oh god, Akane. And now she's playing her mother in front of her. Yeah, Akane, you're kind of in a rough spot here. Who saw me as a big sis, the girl whose own mom got killed. Yeah. I don't have the nerve for that. These are different options she's thinking of. She just wants to be done and be in the movie as a different role, so maybe she can interfere with shit going on, I would assume is why she wants to get in. Not until everyone was said. And Frill's about to fall asleep over there. Very interesting that Frill wanted Ruby to play the role all along. Also, it is so hot in my house. I'm sweating. Hold on. I'm gonna go turn my AC on. Lacked its usual impact. Okay. Yeah, it sounds like Akane kind of gave it to her as well. Akane. Oh boy. Well, Ruby seems to be in a bit of a chipper mood, at least. But, you know, you can... Sometimes you can tell with her and sometimes you can't. Sometimes it's blatantly clear when she's, you know, being her regular self and her chipper self and all the above. But then again, she was literally just saying earlier that that's just the role she's playing too. But then again, if you're gonna say that's acting, then everybody's acting. Everybody's acting at every point in their life, which... I mean, is innately true, but what I mean is the chipper, like, happy-go-lucky, kind of naive and innocent, that is truly her. Like, sure, she's sometimes maybe acting to push down, like, negative thoughts or things like that, but that is really her personality. And that goes for everybody. Everybody has a base personality that maybe sometimes they buff up a bit when they aren't actually feeling super great or something like that, or they're trying to push away negative thoughts or things like that. Anyway, I've done a lot of rambling this video. I know all too well why auditions don't happen without the showrunners. Okay, Ruby just kept saying one more time. Never run into someone with real talent, huh? Ooh, I can still accomplish my goal. Okay! Hold on, I was talking about an intervention earlier. I thought, you know, after the whole Akane thing, Akane was gonna stay out of his way and just do whatever, but now she's flipped it on its head. Instead of going to try to do it herself, she's going to try to flat out stop him. A little flippy floppy, but you know, we need this badly. We need somebody to attempt to stop him. Holy shit, he's just here. Yo, it's a beautiful scene. But you're kind of, yeah, you're kind of entering back in via being picked for the cast. Okay! Good shit. I fuck with this hard. Yes. She plans on fully trying to stop him. Oh my god, and now Aqua's just treating her like a full enemy at this point. Oh boy. Kana Arima, I have an announcement to make. Is she talking about leaving B Komachi? For the suddenness of this announcement. I, Kana Arima, will be graduating from B Komachi. The 2 years I spent with the group have been a brand new adventure in my life, and I wouldn't trade them for anything. They're my idle activities. I got to experience a great many things, and it gave me a chance to reflect on my dreams, aspirations, and what I'd like to do. I want to live my life as an actress. I've come to realize that desire is a huge part of me. I wonder if they're actually going to bring in, we got a super fan here. He's got a bunch of their pictures behind him. I wonder if they're going to bring in, what's his name? Ruby's manager's younger sister. Oh god, you got people on their knees about your announcement about leaving. I thought Kana was the least popular though. I mean, I guess even with Bikomachi being at nearly 1 million subs, there'd still be a lot of people that like her. You don't. She's calling him Akun even though they're not out in public. They're at a private space. How about the fact that Arima Kana is a panda? And you know, I still call complete bullshit on, you know, Aqua last episode being like, the only reason I'm keeping Arima Kana around is because I need it to further my goal. Literally, the voice acting was so good in that moment, you can hear him like quiver when he's saying shit like that. He's actively, I mean, it's so obvious he's actively trying to convince himself. I mean, the entire point of him getting back on his revenge is he didn't want to do it. His younger self and Goto were literally, they're like fucking demons that will not let him go and will not let him peacefully move on. And so he got dragged back to his revenge unwillingly. So everything, I take everything this motherfucker says with a grain of salt. What? Westerners saw a lesser panda for the first time. A red panda. Okay. Oh. Bamboo eater. Okay. That was actually pretty interesting. You're like I'm gonna assume that's like a Japanese thing. I've never heard of quiz, and then it's the last part's bleeped out for copyright, I'd assume. They're still doing this fucking bit with Pieon. Mm-hmm. A business garbage disposal truck will be coming at 2 p.m. on March 9th. Please collect any trash and sort out your trash by them. Graduation certificate. Baking soda senpai. Congrats on graduating high school. Yeah, I think we saw some of these. Take us on your along on your graduation trip to Hokkaido or Kyushu. Yeah, I think we saw all those. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy. 2 fucking years. It helped her find her drive again for acting and being, and that got her more acting roles as well and kept her entertainment alive. Not bad, not great college. A gambling den for social misfits. What a way to put it. Cinderella had to immediately come out, but man, it's so good to see her doing well, man. It's so good to see her doing well. Like, she at this point in the story, this point in time, she is the only one having a good time. Of course, she's got her own struggles and such, but she's coming out triumphant on the other end. There you go. Become a big time panda. Fuck yeah! That's my girl right there, man. Best girl. Best girl! Original B Komachi member who hates I. Damn! Hold on! Yeah, wait. Is this part of your revenge, Aqua, saying that she's special to you? Like I said, you have to take everything he says with a grain of salt, but we do know he is genuinely in love with Kana, which is why I'm especially taking this with a grain of salt on whether this is part of his revenge or not. Because it feels very out of character for him to just come out and say that unless he's trying to achieve something with it. But I'm glad Kana is like, I'm gonna take this role, but are you okay? I'm gonna be saying these things and all that. That was a crazy line to drop. Kana! This girl always fumbles her chances. Why did she run? Yeah, I mean, yes, but also... all I did was say something kind of smooth and she completely lost it. Ooh. God, yeah, I was right in taking it for a grain of salt. He was definitely testing the water with how easy it would be to exploit her, basically. How easy it would be to get... Oh, my... God damn it, Aqua. God fucking damn it. Like I said, it was so out of character for him to say that. I knew this was something. Nothing left to give. I mean, this hair grab says it all, doesn't it? He's about to rip out his own hair after doing that. It's just that... The thing is that Kana is very smart. The only reason she went with Shima, and I think that was his name, Shima, during her little arc, was purely because she was desperate. She was very desperate. We saw her inner monologue the whole time, and she knew how bad it could look. She knew that. She recounted that several times, but she still went through with the bad decision because she was desperate to do so. She is smart, but she has an extra layer of trust with Aqua, who she's been with for 2 years now, and who time and time again has done nothing but help her. Time and time again, Aqua has done nothing but help her, so yes, naturally she's going to trust you a lot more than she would trust others. And God, he's like, once again, he's just... He knows it's something he could do if he wanted to exploit her, but God, that hair pull says literally everything you need to know about how bad he feels. And he stopped eating his food as well. Ugh, Jesus. Yep, I bet you he was not ready for that to be the case. No room for a supporting role. Yeah, they both said that. Yeah. Yeah. Seem to have an axe to grind too. Yep. Aqua and Gotanda. I wonder if Aqua has confided in Gotanda about this revenge, or how much Gotanda knows. I still need to figure out what's going on with those CDs as well. That hasn't been addressed this episode. There's still so much to address. And the scene last episode where Aqua was at the gravesite and the Crow Girl showed up. We didn't see what happened there. I can more or less guess what it is. Kabudagi's catching on as well. Oh man, this is big. Condemnation, vengeance. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It might be condemnation for Gotanda and revenge for Aqua, is how they're seeing it differently. Or oh god. The real marquee attraction. Oh my god, things are heating up into this finale fucking big time. And like I said, I'll say it again, I'm still fucking loving what we got. I had my whole rant earlier, but don't think I'm just some Debbie Downer completely about this series. I'm still loving every episode. This season might be my favorite season. It's been so fucking good. It's been so good. Don't get me wrong. I'm just, when my whole rant was about looking towards the future, about a plausible direction for the series. When the fuck did you get a... Is this Hikaru? And there's crows. I don't think Aqua has a motorcycle. It is Aqua. When the fuck did you get a motorcycle, bro? God, the intense music. Is this the scene from last episode? I'm gonna go check and see if this is what he was wearing last episode. Still have no idea who the fuck she is. Yeah, no, he's wearing a different outfit, so this is a different time this Crow Girl's visiting him again. Yeah, and he says, your real wish come true. Something in that CD. Something in that CD that he saw. It has to be. Your real wish come true. God damn! Oh my god, there's so much intrigue. And now we're here. Different outfit. He's on like a lakefront and he's not at a gravesite. Well, actually, maybe he is wearing the same jacket, actually. Hold on. No, he is wearing the same outfit. Yeah, no, he's wearing the exact same outfit. This is the same. Okay, this is the scene from the previous episode. The girl who's in love with you. Kana. Run your mouth at me again. Oh. Because I told you that Hoshino no longer exists in this world. I mean, yeah, she's dead. What do you mean? There's obviously some deeper meaning because, duh, she's dead. But, oh, what? What? So he's saying this is a different scene, but he's wearing the same outfit. Like it's the same day. She got reincarnated. Oh my god, that's what he was possibly hoping. Hoping? Utterly and thoroughly. Jesus. Could this crow... Just spitballing, this could be so wrong. Could this crow girl be the one who reincarnated Aqua and Ruby? And if so, fucking why? That's still a big question, by the way. There's supernatural shit in this show that has never been talked about since it occurred. Death is final. Of course, all the crows fly up after she says that. Good God. Ooh, he knows that she spoke to Ruby. Come to fulfill her role. Ha! What? This girl has to be the one who reincarnated them. She reincarnated them for a purpose. Some role that, like, she's talking about here. Give some more thought to... Dude, he looks so much like Hikaru here in this scene. Like, from far away because it's less detailed. I mean, they naturally look like him anyway, but especially here. This could be Hikaru. Ai's genes did not do shit for Aqua. He just looks like his father. Her soul was carried into that body. Oh my god, yeah, okay. Oh god, does he believe that's to avenge? Does he believe that's to avenge Ai? Final script submitted. Screenplay and direction Taishi Gotanda. Holy fuck, we are barreling towards this 1 hour length finale, and oh my god, is it shaping up to be peak as fuck. Producer approval given. Production committee checks complete. Production company finalized. Camera and lighting teams finalized. Sound and music teams finalized. Cheery tunes, gloomy tunes. Art and wardrobe teams finalized. All the actors and actresses getting ready. A bunch of characters throughout the show. Cast confirmed and filming schedule finalized. Who are you? Distributor green light given. Okay, distributor. Production of the 15-year live begins. Dude, this OST is so good. Like I said, they do this so well. When they're setting up for something big, this show does it phenomenally well. Oh my god, this OST as they are showing a bunch of the pieces coming together, this feels like this should be the end of the show. That's what it feels like. But obviously there's most definitely more to come after this. But this feels like a huge climax incoming. Dude, this OST is amazing. Boy A. Oh shit. So someone is playing their father as Boy A. If that is Aqua, I don't think they would do that though, because they would be playing lovers and there's no way they're doing that. Please. Holy shit, what a good episode, man. Oh my god, I'm so excited for next week. An hour of... There's so much left in this episode. An hour of Oshi no Ko next week is going to be a fucking treat to finish off this season. There is actually so much left. Yeah, this is Kana's very first time getting informed of everything, by the way. So I wonder how that's going to play going forward, because she has been in the dark this entire time. Is this Ruby trying to get into the role of I? Very interesting lines there. Oh god. Kana showed up right at the right time when Ruby is about to crash out. It really doesn't look like she's sleeping much though. The lines under her eyes, damn, the art quality. Yeah. I can't tell her not to push herself too hard after reading this script. Yeah. Former Star Child actor. Damn, she really is looking worse for wear here. Also, all the flashes of, while she was about to crash out, of Sarina that showed up were very interesting. Yep, and then there's Sarina's mother. They've shown us her parents twice now. Gotta thanks, director. Can I show the director? It's the scene about the mother. That's Sarina's mother. Ruby's previous life's mother. Huh? They literally said earlier in this episode that Sarina's name was Sarina Tendoji. That's her fucking mom! And that this is the same design they just showed us in that flash, and they showed us earlier this episode. They had blurred out the eyes and such, but it's the same hair. This is... What the fuck? Of all the people, this is the very last one I would have ever expected. What? How is she gonna play a factor into all of this? Is like... okay, I'm gonna spitball a theory here. Is this how Aqua and Ruby find out about each other? They had pledged to never speak about each other, but then Ruby's going to run into her blood mother, freak out, and Aqua's gonna notice it and maybe ask her about it or something? I say blood mother, Sarina's blood mother. Maybe that's how they find out about each other or something? I don't know. I'm just spitballing possible theories about why Sarina's mother would suddenly be introduced into the story. What does that do to further the plot? What does that do? And that's one of the only things I can come up with. Holy shit, that's crazy. What the fuck? Dude, what an insane episode. Oh my god, this was so good. The way they've set this up for this hour-long finale we're getting next week, all of this was unbelievably peak. I don't think I have anything else to add here, really, truly. I've said everything I needed to say during the video, so yeah, man, I'm so fucking excited for next week. Be ready just a 23-minute episode took me an hour and 2 minutes. Be ready for like a 2.5 hour recording. The video itself will at the very least be over an hour long, but I can imagine I end up recording for 2+ hours. Just be prepared. Anyway, I think that is gonna wrap it up from Reaction to Oshi no Ko Season 3 Episode 10. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you all have a good day.